What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nick and I talk all about trading and investing and I try and keep it real. And on that note, we should probably talk about Forex robots and the do's and don'ts, if you will, when it comes to trading with them, avoiding them, what you should know. So stay tuned, let's talk all about EAs right now. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more trading related content. We do all sorts of stuff, whether it's in the Forex market, the stock market, investing. We do a little bit of everything. So if you're new here, consider subscribing and tuning in for more in the future. So today we're going to be talking about Forex expert advisors specifically because I've had some questions about this come up in my comment section before and figured maybe it was a good video topic to do. So when we're talking about expert advisors, the name itself sounds so sketchy now that I think about it, like expert advisors. It makes it sound like it's some sort of tool that's just going to tell you everything you need to know and it's going to be an expert at absolutely just dominating the markets. And that honestly couldn't be further from the truth. A lot of what expert advisors do is they basically, they're a program that can be written in MetaTrader 4 to actually manage positions for you on your behalf. And right off the bat, this is a little bit sketchy because you're basically handing over your trading account to a robot to try and trade. Now, I'm a big believer in technology. I'm a big believer in things like self-driving cars, and I have a background in programming, so I understand how powerful computers and how powerful good software can be. So don't get me wrong, when I say a Forex robot, a lot of times people say, well, I'd rather have a smart robot do it than my emotional self, right? We all have emotions, and robots just simply do not, right? When you program a tool, it doesn't have any emotion, it doesn't care, it doesn't have that breakup in the back of their mind or some sort of crazy thing going on in their life or just the emotions of money moving. It really does not care. And that is actually a ginormous pro to trading with robots. But when we're talking about robots, the problem is the vast majority of people who are introduced to robots, if you will, are done so by videos that are sketchy or telling people they're going to make ginormous amounts of money using some sort of tool. It kind of plays into this desire for traders who just want to leave everything to the robot and not try at all and not put any effort into actually trading and making money themselves. And so the tool itself is not the problem. The problem is the marketing and the hype around some of these robots, because they give you this illusion that, okay, you buy the software, then you deposit your money and you let the robot run, and the robot is going to grow your account massively. And a lot of the reality behind some of these tools that are promoted, they blow accounts like crazy because they're not expert advisors. They don't know everything about the market. They're not, no program, or at least for the most part, very few programs are going to be able to take into account every single variable that could move price and where to put stops and where to put targets and all that stuff. Although there are some good bots out there, there's some good tools out there, it's mostly the problem that I have with it is the marketing and the hype around these bots. They try and tell you that, oh, you can make 25% per month, 30% per month using this bot. All you have to do is set it and forget it, and the bot will take care of the rest. And the idea is nice, but it is not real. It is an illusion, it is a marketing ploy, and it is not a genuine thing. Now, how do you spot the difference between a good robot, like a good tool that actually can place trades and execute and do well with it, versus a trash thing that is just completely out of proportion and probably just a marketing scheme? Well, there's a couple things that we can do. Number one, anything that you think is possible in terms of trading, like what you would expect to be realistic returns, don't expect a bot to do much more than that. A bot simply does what you tell it to do. So we can't tell a bot to do massively more than us when it comes to trading, because trading, although there are some different thoughts on entries and exits and that sort of stuff, there's not a magical key to success entry and exit plan that's just going to make you massive amounts of money. You might hear it from some people who claim they have it, but the reality is it's not really realistic. And if it is, if there is like some sort of arbitrage or a concept in the market that works really well, usually over time it fizzles out as more people discover it and then the edge of it goes away. The reality is that there is no free lunch in the markets, as they say, and robots robots are not going to be able to exploit that unless you're using some sort of high frequency, algorithm connected right to Wall Street or whatever market you're trading on, right? Those are the sort of things like quant computers that fight for the fastest connections, and they try and go for microtransactions in the market. That sort of stuff is left to the pros who have millions and millions of dollars into their software that at high frequency trading desks make great money. As an expert advisor trader, that's not what you're going to be going for. An expert advisor doesn't have that luxury of having lightning speed or the best spreads ever. If you're a retail trader like me, then you don't have access to the absolute best things like incredibly tight spreads and instant execution. We just have what brokers offer us, which is still fine. You don't need all of that in order to be profitable, in my opinion. That's just, if you're looking to be a high frequency trader, that's kind of what you need to be competitive. So after that sidestep to high frequency trading, let's get back to spotting good and bad Forex robots. Okay, so now the first thing we said was that if it doesn't seem realistic in manual trading or in just normal trading, then don't expect a bot to do incredibly more than that. Now, the next thing that you should do is any bot that you hear about, someone that has programmed one or released one, you should look for some sort of performance evaluation of that sort of tool. You should, if you do choose to purchase this, you should definitely run it on a demo account, and you should definitely spend a lot of time doing that. Because the reality is Forex robots, they can look really good until they look terrible, right? So they can go steady up for a long time and then they can drop to nothing. And so you have to be aware of that. Not all bots are going to be like that. There are good ones that produce slow and steady gains, but that is the key. The key is to look for bots that are not promising giant returns, that are not too good to be true. Look for bots that look realistic, stable, low risk, and they're steady. Because if you really are looking to automate parts of your strategies, no problem. I'm down for that. I run robots that I offer. There's the Grandmaster EA, which is one that we have built, but it is not a get rich quick. It is not a automate everything and become a millionaire sort of thing. It's a very simple tool that you can use as a trader, and it still requires manual intervention. So it's not really the ideal robot for some, and I understand that, but it is a tool that I use just as part of a grid trading strategy that I run, and I've been using it for quite some time. And so that's the difference. I think spotting real versus fake. Real is going to be not shiny, not sexy, and mostly just slow and steady, whereas the fake stuff is going to look amazing on paper, and then you actually get the tool, you blow your account, and you're like, well shoot, that thing didn't work at all. That's really the idea, to spot different bots. Now, big part of any expert advisor that you're going to run, you should do some thorough testing. Because the cool thing about MetaTrader 4 is it actually has a strategy tester mode, and you can check it out right here. Check out this image. You can see this is the strategy tester, and essentially what it does is it allows you to back test how a robot would have done over some sort of period of time. You can set like 6 weeks, 6 months, a year, whatever, and test, hey, how would this bot have done on theoretical data? And that's called backtesting, right? And you can backtest bots really simply inside of the MT4 platform. I'm sure there's some videos that you can check out on that as well. So whatever tool you choose to get, check out what the strategy tester yields. What does it look like? How are things going on different time frames, on different charts? You have to check these things out if you're going to be putting your hard-earned money online, because the second you put your money into a bot to trade for you, you have to be very confident that it's going to do what it has been programmed to do, that the code is very robust. You also have to trust that the returns over time are going to be okay, and that if it does go through a drawdown period, that you have to be comfortable with the strategy, right? A lot of times people just turn on a bot, and then when it goes well, they're like, oh, this thing is amazing, and they put all their money on it, and then when it goes poorly, they have no idea why, because they have no idea what the underlying strategy is. This, in short, is why I actually don't sell any sort of 100% automated secret strategy EAs. I have just never been a fan of those sort of things. The tool that we do offer that is an expert advisor, we only have one at the time of making this video. Like I said, it's called the Grandmaster EA because I like chess and I'm a nerd. And it is essentially a grid-based strategy that you program. So if you like grid trading, you can search about grid trading. It's a very simple concept. It's building positions and decreasing your positions as trades go in your favor, and just kind of rinsing and repeat. And it's meant to be, the bot is meant to just be a tool for whatever grid you would like to program into it, not to do all the thinking for you. Although that'd be nice, I just don't really believe in it. I believe in looking at market environments that we're currently in, evaluating fundamentals, evaluating other technicals, and I just don't think that a bot can do everything perfectly without human intervention at all at this point on the retail level with MT4. So that's why, to me, most EAs should be looked at as a tool. They should be tested. You should look for some sort of performance, so on and so forth. That's all I've got on Expert Advisors, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we will see you back in the next one.